I'm having an issue with Amazon. The site has altered the appearance of the site, and I ordered Build Your Own Book. Okay, Build Your Own Life Book. I was supposed to be receiving the book today, and it changed to I'll be receiving it. They're only shipping it out today. I was supposed to be receiving it today, and right here it says the same book is I should receive it tomorrow. This is how I have to show you. Okay. So Amazon charges me for something and then holds up the delivery of it and then charges me again, saying that they only put temporary holds, and then hides with the date that I ordered things, and it now has altered to hide the amounts that I'm paying. So it says that it's arriving tomorrow, but it's supposed to arrive today, and it's not giving me the date and the total of my order. In fact, for all my orders, everything has altered and it's hiding it. So when I try to go to payments, it's actually trying to manage my payment method. It altered, and it's saying that I ordered it July 7th. Order placed July 7th. It just altered on its own from the other amount. It's just changing without me touching it. So I assume since I'm recording, then they're trying to correct the issue by giving me, allowing me to see when it's arriving and the amounts and what I ordered now, since I'm recording. This is how I have to catch them. This is, as you can see, I ordered it July 7th. So the site is going out, closing on its own, doing all kinds, and I have to log in again. So I'll have to see if it alters. So I got a message, it will be delivered tomorrow. And I got that message yesterday. Was to get the package today. It said that it would be arriving Wednesday, and then it altered to its shipping Wednesday. The emails that I got from Amazon saying that it shipped out are missing. It's really frustrating. So now it has altered so it could be mind games. On July 7th, when I ordered the package, they chose to send me, it's blurry, pricing and shipping benefit exclusive. That has nothing to do with me ordering something, but it changed to. Now, I have to try to incriminate them and get past the cons. If I ordered it July 7th, Amazon immediately sends you a confirmation you ordered something in an email. Where's mine? If I'm not being gaslit when I ordered something on the 7th, they should have sent me an email. Here it is now. And it does this myth the 7th. Build your life. Build the life you want. Expect it tomorrow. And that was the 7th. And then it's being shipped it altered, knowing you never believe that someone's controlling us. How easy would it be to control my food? I used to get products that were damaged all the time. And I said, everything that I'm ordering from Amazon is damaged, and I told someone, and then it corrected. I ordered all these things and couldn't use them. Then they manipulated it, and then I couldn't order at all. So then, in addition to that, I'm systematically being robbed. The prices will alter, and then I've been billed for something, and then I called Amazon, and they said, we didn't bill you. We only bill you when we ship it out. The delivery was held up an extended amount of time beyond 15 times what it says that I would get it online. And the delivery was held up, and I thought I was under the assumption that I was billed, and then they said, we didn't bill you, and we got billed again for it. And then Amazon was starting an argument, and I just didn't upload it. I think something was said, and I needed to re-record it, and I had to record something else more serious. So I deleted that because my device said the storage was full. So I no longer have the recording. So I was expecting an order from Walmart, okay? And I looked and looked for the order. It never came. And then it altered, and it will be coming today. And the same thing that happened with Amazon. So it said that it is expected today. You just saw the email, and it glitches. It'll come, then it won't. The email will be there, then it won't be there, and then the email will be backdated for a date I never got it. And this happened with Brittany Moore, the attorney. What they were trying to do is I never had legal representation. I get signed up for all these legal aids, and all of them deny me services. So they don't get the felony charge. They scam an avenue to keep me from services. So when I was the first one that actually authentically said they wanted to help me, I introduced the conversation trying to get help with a protection order in my family law situation. That's what I said I needed help with. It took me 8 months. They hung up in my face, played games, tried to scam to get me out of legal representation. They tried to say that I didn't call them. I said I did call them. And then they tried to say that they called me and didn't answer. And then when I started recording and that didn't work, they assigned me Brittany Moore. Brittany Moore demanded that we only talk about tickets. And I was trying to inquire about legal representation for the family law and a protection order. They would not give me that service period. So I was railroaded to speak with Brittany Moore. Brittany Moore states that she wanted to help me with some tickets that I have. Brittany Moore would not return my calls, and I would not call me to inform me that she claimed that she set up community service for tickets that I wanted time served for. I've been in jail like 10 times since so this ticket I was given this ticket that was clear cut time served. Brittany Moore and Malice set it up for community service, me to do volunteer work for the tickets, and then didn't tell me about it. And then she told me she sent the emails. I clearly didn't have the emails. And then I got some kind of altered email later that still wasn't information on that. So that was their avenue of not doing anything for this ticket and then setting up a warrant for me. Because at that time, supposedly I had no warrants. So she had to do this, and it added insult to injury to not only not wipe the tickets out, but now have a warrant from her help, which I didn't have prior to her help. So my attorney set up community service and did not tell me about it. And then after everything was said and done, I started to record that she wouldn't return my calls. I have emails stating that, why will you guys not respond to me? And then after everything was said and done and I had a warrant, she responded and said, you didn't get back to me. It was meant to be impossible. I was being denied services. But you can't just up and tell someone that. You have to scam to get that done. So it says the delivery is going to be today at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I ordered it July 7th. So the thing about the order is supposed to be, I thought I was under the pretense that I was getting it July 8th. Like the other orders, you get the next day. And sometimes they're able to deliver it that day. But I had feminine hygiene products in there. And, I needed them. So that's why I believe that it was held up in malice. You can see Rob's right there, and then you can see the feminine hygiene product right there. But a lot of times they don't let me make a purchase. Like when I was on my monthly and I was at Target, and another video that I had. See, when I'm on my monthly, my cycle is extremely heavy. This is how I felt like they were trying to kill me. It's extremely heavy and I get weak. So a lot of times when I'm on my monthly, I'm bedridden, and locations would be enlisted to put me out because I get dizzy and sick. So I felt that it was jeopardizing my safety if they wait to the moment that I'm weaker to set up an attack. So arrives today, and then you can see the feminine hygiene product right there. It disappeared. It's a shame, and don't want you to see it. I tried to enlarge it, and it disappeared. Okay, in addition to that, they played a mind game, okay, to spin my wheels. So I was just scrolling through, and this is evidence that my feed is altered, okay? I was just scrolling through, and then got this. So it's supposed to arrive July 30th. I want you to see the price. That's the price. There was no way that I was going to get this share unless it was priced this way. And I looked and did double takes. Okay, I'll get the chair. See the chair right here? It's making it blurry. This is the chair. So I get the order. It arrives Wednesday, and then I get immediately canceled. We're sorry we have to cancel these items. We are sorry we have to cancel these items. It may take up to 10 business days for the bank to remove payment and authorization. So now they are starting to taunt with these purchases. I'll put a price in there. It used to be that the prices were excessive. Now, with the minimal price, if the prices were excessive, they still charge me. And this is just the point of trying to prove it. So if the prices are excessive, they'll still charge me, but they wanted to taunt me and then make the prices excessively low. This is a first for this. and then knowing that it would be impossible to actually get the item, and then cancel it out. Well, the problem is that if it's really Walmart, that's considered false advertisement. And if you make an error in what pricing something, you have to allow that person to purchase that product for the price you have advertised, to not commit the crime of false advertisement. Walmart would know that, and they wouldn't cancel out the order because the price altered. And Amazon would not charge someone for something and then lie about it. Lyft would not charge someone $16 and then it altered to $56. All these hotels, Hilton would not charge someone $100 for a hotel that's supposed to be, let's say, $129 and then alter it to $180. If they're getting a deal online and then paying the $129, then you should not charge them $180. Then they started actually altering the payments at the hotel, the prices. One hotel stay, it was $120, and then other people are paying less for these hotels. The hotels are being enlisted to defraud me out of funds. So in Garland, I stayed there, and it was, I think, like $100. And then I came back, extended my stay, and it was like $140. I said, ma'am, because they were defrauding me online. And I said, ma'am, if I paid $100 here, how's it $140 today? She said the prices change every day. It depends on how many people are booking. They always have an excuse, like the airman. He had an excuse on why the heat wasn't heat, and it was AC. And then stated that that's how their AC is. Like the person that lined the door, the siding, the weather stripping with oil, and then was surprised it came off. There's an excuse for everything, and it's really disappointing. In addition to that, I've done this video before because I showed sensitive information. So in addition to that, in this environment, I don't really get out because the parties, a lot of people in this environment are stalking me on camera footage. That's a felony charge. Multiple different people. And they do petty things. I like to have my blinds open, but I have to keep them closed because they do petty things. Cars will come at me to scare me, just like the police did. Someone on a bike came at me to scare me each time I leave. My neighbor's coming out with me. He also pretended like he was mentally ill and started threatening me, and also pretending like he was threatening someone that wasn't there in case he was caught. So he was threatening me. It was no one there. He looked me dead in my eyes and threatened me, and then tried to sabotage and pretending like he was mentally ill, like armies full of people do in my videos. So I can't really got there ostracizing me and isolating me, and started an argument when I asked them for resources to flee abuse and told them what CPS did. When I informed them about my abuse, they hated my guts. Instead of giving me resources, ignored me and taunted me and slandered me. So I would like to go outside and walk and sit on the porch. And when I have my blinds open, people will come stand next to the window, and someone laugh because they knew that they can get away with it. Just come stand next to the window to startle me, and they do other things by my window. And by their behavior, I would appear that it's impossible for me not to be monitored. How would they know to have that opportunity when I'm looking in that direction to do things to startle me? But they know what I'm saying sounds impossible, but anyone willing to do law enforcement can see that these people are actually doing this on camera footage. It's criminal. I should not be trapped in and can't leave and go to the store because I don't know if they'll give me a criminal trespass or take my freedom. I don't know if I've already said this because I've done this several different times. Similar to the Brittany Moore situation, getting legal representation. I called Brittany Moore to Northwest Legal Aid to get representation with a protection order. And with my family law situation with my daughter, they would not give me legal representation for that. They demanded that I get something on tickets that I didn't ask for. So then I said, okay. They said all legal representation has been scammed and they can't do it, even trying to pay attorneys, district attorney. I've been pushed and shoved. I went to the Northern District Court on Commerce downtown in Dallas trying to get something done with the civil court, and then they scammed and gave me a criminal trespass multiple different times there. When one criminal trespass would expire, they'd scam another one. And that's criminal to give someone a criminal trespass where they have a court case out of, but no one has done anything regarding it. So Brittany Moore sabotages my case, and to cause conflict in my life, she says she wants to help with the tickets. I said that I've been in jail multiple different times on false charges, like 10, since one case. And I said, can you please get time served? Brittany Moore doesn't want me to get time served. She wants me to have community service, but she don't tell me about the community service. So I express to Brittany Moore that she needs to call me. And then when I start recording that my legal representation will not call me back and do proper legal representation, she finally called. She said, I set up a community service for you a long time ago. I said, what are you talking about? She said, yeah. And then I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't get any of that. She said, well, if you didn't do it, it's probably a warrant now. I said, what? And she said, yeah, you didn't do it. And I had, it's deliberate. My legal representation is actually setting me up. So she claims, even though she's my attorney and I signed all this paperwork, that she wasn't able to get the multiple different false arrests I had. So since I did not give her that, the only way that I could get it is I had to go to the court. That was my only option. Midcoast did the same thing. She was my legal aid, and she scammed that she couldn't get my my police reports because I owed. That was an alibi, a strategy of keeping me in my problem and depriving me of assistance and not getting caught. All locations do it, to the degree of Target blatantly lied on me to keep me from purchasing food and other hygiene products. I don't know if I said this because I've already did this video. So Target, I was on my monthly, and then the situation with Walmart, they knew I was on my monthly and I was ordering for feminine hygiene products. I don't know what the fascination is with my monthly. And since I've done this multiple different times, I don't know if I've informed you that on my monthly, I'm weak. And people milk it. And I felt like they were trying to kill me because I would get put out and I would be deprived of essential things on my monthly. And I get weaker and I get dizzy. And if someone is milking that and taking advantage of it, and a lot of these videos, you'll hear that I'm not feeling well, and then they'll put me out. They have done it. They put me out multiple different times at the church, Fountain of Living Word Church, on a whim when I was sick. And sometimes they put me out just so I can be in that torment. He put me out like 5 times. Just called from nowhere when my abuser was mad. Nothing had happened. And said, you need to get off property to Tom. And I just had to sit and take it. That's why they try to have me sign that paperwork saying that I wouldn't hold them responsible for any sickness damage that they have done. So I don't know exactly what I've said, so the bottom line of it is someone is manipulating these orders that I'm making online and playing mind games, and they really shouldn't have that power to abuse. The bottom line of it is I shouldn't have to keep my blinds closed because people in this environment harassing me, which is criminal, and stalking me, which is a felony. And I thought if you were stalking someone to harass them, that was a felony. And I think that the reason why the people over these directors and people over these organizations cover for it, I think they're the ones that are enlisting people to do it. So that makes them accessory. So these are crimes that people repeatedly or nothing are being done. They're sugarcoating felonies. You don't take bribes or whatever's happening to terrorize someone and stalk them as a group of people, a gang of people. And then you are blinded by the fact of thinking that you're not racking up felonies for yourself. Because the crooked police told you to do it. And I'm telling everyone in these environments that I am being terrorized, I'm fleeing a domestic violence crisis. They could care less. They still want to conspire. Okay, that's what's happening today.